Hello there, welcome to Target Radio's podcast with me, Cookie. Every single week we find different people to speak to, mainly musicians, artists in the unsigned realm of music. And what we do, we have a chat with them, find out a little bit more about them, and obviously explore their music. Now, if you are listening to this on iTunes, please, if you get a chance, give us a 5-star rating if you can. And please make sure you put some comments in there as well. If we're doing something right, that's great. But if we're not doing something as good and you think we could do something better, then please do leave us a message. Let us know. And if you want anything else in the podcast, again, let us know in the comments box. That will be brilliant. Okay, stay tuned then. Today we've got a brilliant artist. Have a listen to this.
Dear God in heaven, please let this show go okay, with no major boobs or goofs, or is it goofs? Please don't let me tread all over the intros of records, or say a naughty word.
Every Monday night.
Every Monday night?
Every Monday night?
Every Monday night.
And every Monday night.
I listen to
Andy.
Sean Cook.
Oh, Sean Cook.
Andy.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We'd like to say that in our opinion it is not suitable for children or for those of you who may have a nervous disposition.
Oh, Sean Cook.
Andy.
And a very good evening. Welcome. It's Monday evening, Andy. Are you here?
Andy.
Do you know you sound exactly the same on mic and on record as well? It's unbelievable. It's uncanny. You sound exactly the same. Oh, my goodness me. Anyway, how was your weekend? I know you were very busy, actually. You're a busy boy, weren't you?
I was working,
You
yes.
were working very hard. Installing, is that the right word?
Installing, yes.
Installing Windows. Is that right?
It is, and not the computer type.
Okay. Very good. I told you well.
Thank you, sir.
So, unfortunately, we didn't get to see, I'll say we, because I couldn't go either, because I was travelling the length and breadth of the whole entire world by the sound of it, but it was the United Kingdom, and I just fell asleep. I was so tired. I did send my apologies and obviously whatnot to Mike, but I'm definitely going to the next one, because I'm not going to be running around the country after cats or work or children or anything or anyone apart from the music. I'm definitely going to the next one. I'm definitely going. I saw a video of it over the weekend.
I've seen a few.
Ah, brilliant stuff. I saw some weird dancing as well. I would have gone just for the dancing. Anyway, thanks very much indeed for the invite, Mike Thompson, and I'm pleased to see that Moonshaker 4 has definitely landed. Looking forward to the next gig, and I definitely will be coming to it, okay? Definitely, because I will put it in my diary, and I won't let anything interfere with it. But for this week, and for the next couple of weeks, we're going to be promoting the 21st of December. It's only around the corner now. Just up the road and round the corner, Andy. Christmas.
I know.
I know, it's not far.
Are you ready?
Well, I'm not working that weekend, fortunately. It's fell on a great weekend where I don't work the Saturday. I'm actually working that morning. I'm going to see if I can get that day off, actually. Yeah, I am actually working that morning, so I'm going to try and get that night off. But I'll tell you what, we'll all be all right, okay? I'll tell you what is marvellous now, though, is this. And what's even more marvellous, guess who's here today, Andy?
Well, I know, but they don't.
No, I know, so you can introduce her for a change.
Evening, Ruby.
Hello.
There we go, just before your bedtime, Ruby, and we're going to do the famous birthdays first then, okay?
Yep.
Oh, I've just hit the microphone with my head. I don't want to do that again. Oh, it's made me head go all funny. Okay, so if I point, you tell them, all our lovely listeners, who's having a birthday today. So first up then, in the famous people...
Leonardo DiCaprio.
He's a movie actor, for those who are not quite sure who he is. I know he was named after a Ninja Turtle, and they've got a famous drink after him as well. Or was that Capri's Sun? That's close anyway. No comments, please. On a postcard and send it elsewhere. Okay, we've also got, he's only a youngster, he's a pop singer. Who is that?
Jacob Whitesides.
Yes, definitely. I've no idea who he is. But I do know who this guy is. He's a punk singer. He is...
Peaches.
Do you know who he is? Do you know who he is? You don't know who Peaches is? Oh, for goodness sake. He was,
Come on, who was he?
He was actually a member of a folk group called Mermaid Cafe. Oh, yes. And he's from Toronto in Canada. Of course he is. Now, a lady that we all know and love from Ghost and other films as well. It is...
Demi Moore.
And she is a brilliant film actress. One of... Yes. Your wife's listening. Actually, my wife's listening as well. Never got on well with Demi Moore at all. No, definitely weren't my cup of tea. Just have a quick flick through there, Ruby, and I'm not sure if there's any more sort of famous people that we may know of. Oh, hang on, one more there. Fashion designer, it is...
Richie Rich.
Oh, we know who he is. No, not that guy. The, what's the Home Alone fella? I think that was Richie Rich as well, wasn't it, or something? Anyway, happy birthday to all you lovely, famous-y people out there. And if you are having a birthday today out there and you are famous, happy birthday. Obviously not that famous because you're not on our list. But who is on our list today is the Facebook people. The most important people out there. Of course it is. Right, so we're going to start off in reverse order then. No particular order. We've got...
Alex Ross.
Happy birthday to you, Alex. And we got...
Ken Thompson.
Happy birthday to you, Ken. And next...
Bruce Woolley.
Yes, happy birthday to you, Bruce. And next up...
Nicola Brooks.
Wow, happy birthday to you, Nicola. Yes, I know, Ruby. She's 44. When are you going to learn not to put your age up? And next we've got... I think it's FCO, Javier Benicio Martin. We'll call you Martin for short. Happy birthday, Martin.
Happy birthday, Martin.
Yeah, happy birthday, Martin. Next up, Ruby.
Andrew Taylor.
And Andrew is...
59.
Ah, happy birthday to you, Andrew. You don't look a day over 58. Don't worry, he's not listening tonight. He's out on the raz. Oh, we record this, don't we? Ah. Okay, next up we've got... Oh, yeah, sorry.
Philippe Canto.
Philippe, bonjour, monsieur. Ça va, and happy birthday to you, sir. I know who he is. Yes, it's one of the people I've actually know and met on Facebook. Wow. And next up we've got...
Jack Ellis.
And how old is Jack?
25.
25. My goodness me. Oh, come on.
Should be 24.
Oh, yeah, indeed. A couple of months ago. Right, next up we've got...
George Unsworth.
And how old is George?
66.
Or clickety-click if you're a bingo person. And next up we've got...
Kevin Tate.
Do you know, I think Kevin Tate has a birthday every month, doesn't he? What's that all about? And how old's Kevin?
52.
Wow. And a fellow presenter on another radio show, a good friend of mine, and he's only 25 years old. It is...
Declan McCarthy.
Yes, indeed. He's actually on TalkSport, I believe, doing all the football. He loves his football. And now, talking of presenters, we've got our very own presenter who's having his birthday today. He's kindly removed his age on here, haven't you? Who are we talking about, Ruby?
Tommy Clark.
Hi, Tommy Clark. Good evening to you, sir, and happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Tommy.
Yes, and catch his show every Sunday from 5 o'clock on the Tommy Clark Show, which is the third-class ticket show. Do you know, celebrated already 100 shows. Wow.
Excellent.
Yeah, looking forward to the next 100 as well. They're fantastic. And I'll tell you who else is fantastic. Ruby, you're fantastic. Oh, I've done it again. You're fantastic as well. Thank you very much indeed for coming over and helping us out doing our birthday segment there.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. And shall we play some more music now, shall we?
You think we should?
I think we should as well, because we've asked Stevie Wonder to come over, but he's too busy. He sings a song every day, because everyone has a birthday every day. Do you know that?
I did.
You did? Did you know that, Ruby?
Yeah.
You did know that. Am I the only person that didn't know that? With me now, I have got Andy Topp-Walker, and yet again, you're out of your comfort zone, young man. You're actually going to be presenting yet another live gig for next year in 2020. Tell us a little bit about it, if you may, please.
Of course, yeah. We're looking at Saturday the 25th of April 2020 at the Suburbs at the Holroyd. Andy Hamilton, allowing us to take the venue by storm, in fact. And I say by storm because I've been honoured that I have 3 great artists and bands that want to come and join and perform for us on that evening.
So who have we got first up then?
Well, first up, we're going to go in alphabetical order.
Okay.
We're going to go with We Have the Aim.
Ah, well, that's why they chose the aim, you see. A being the aim, so they're going to get first pickings on the alphabetical side of things.
Absolutely. So
unless we've done it in reverse order, they'll be the last. Still is good. Right, yeah, so we've got the aim.
We've got the aim. So we've got Grant Judges, we've got Jamie Tongue, we've got Peter Sims, and we've got, obviously, Grant's lovely wife, Sam, involved in that also. And next again, we're going to stick alphabetically. So we're going to go with Darron J Connett.
No, you got him.
Indeed. Yes, indeed.
You got him out of his kitchen at long last.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. I love Darron J Connett. His music is absolutely brilliant.
We're being graced on stage by the Theme.
No.
Yes.
No, you're just joking me.
No.
The Theme.
The Theme are coming and joining.
Oh, that is absolutely brilliant. Go on, name and shame a couple of them.
Okay, we've got Chris Daly.
Nah, not Chris.
We've got Paul Besson.
Wow.
We also have, I think Peter Sims is playing a game there as well.
Can't keep him away, can we?
He plays twice on there.
Why? Why are they doing it for free?
They're doing it for free because the evening is actually in aid of Macmillan Cancer Support.
Oh, what a fantastic charity.
It is.
Absolutely fantastic. And obviously, you know, one of us in our lifetime will be affected, whether it's directly or indirectly, by cancer. So how much is the tickets to come and see these 3 great artists play? How much is it? How much is it?
It's actually £19.80. I know it's a bizarre amount.
No, that's a great year, that was.
Or £1.80.
£1.80.
Is actually the administration fee.
Yeah, lovely. And can you pound the door on the night if
Yes,
there's
you
any
can.
Availability?
You can pound the door and it's £20.
Oh, well, you know.
It's extra 20p.
Wow. You know what I mean? But, and that, obviously every single penny of that will then go to charity.
Everything on the door goes directly to the charity.
Fantastic. So if you don't fancy paying your £1.80 over the sort of internet, you can obviously turn up on the door. But we will tell you now that the tickets are selling rather fast.
They are selling fast. And also, can I just add, every ticket purchase does actually receive a raffle ticket also.
No, not a free raffle ticket.
A free raffle ticket.
Wow.
There will be more raffle tickets sold on the evening.
Yeah, of
but
course.
Each ticket does receive a raffle.
So you entered free, if you like, into a free raffle.
Yes,
was it a tin of something and a box of this and I suppose it's going to be the same old raffle prizes, or have we got something a little bit more interesting this time?
I have some amazing raffle prizes at the moment,
and I know they're still coming in. Aren't
they are still coming in
as we're recording this. There are others on the pipeline at the moment, so this is not an extensive list. This is part of a list, isn't it?
This is part of a list, and it's still ongoing. But just to name a few.
Yeah, just name a couple.
We have some items of clothing that have been donated from Paul Harrington. We have some clothing vouchers also donated by Bone Clothing. We have 2 signed books donated by John Knight.
Yep.
What will be a model scooter.
Yeah, we've got to get that term in model, because when I first saw it, I thought it was an actual real scooter, but it's not, is it?
It's not. It is a model scooter, and it's been donated by Graham Sheldon, and well, it's amazing. I was speechless.
Fantastic!
It's amazing. But everybody who has donated a gift, a prize, will be named, and the items that they've given and donated will be also named, so everybody will get the recognition they fully deserve, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Absolutely, indeed. And every single penny from the raffle, obviously you get a free raffle ticket with obviously an online prize ticket, but obviously there'll be extra raffle tickets for sale during the course of the evening until obviously the raffle takes place.
Absolutely.
So if you want to buy more raffle tickets and have a better chance of winning some of these fantastic prizes, and not a box of chocolates to be sniffed at.
Not a box
I'm really upset now. I fancy the box of chocolates. Oh, that is brilliant. And every single penny that we raise on the evening evening, and of course through ticket sales and raffle ticket sales and everything else, is going straight into that Macmillan cancer research, so the support of cancer sufferers. Now we say sufferers because they're not victims anymore. A lot of these people now can come through cancer.
Yes, they can.
And that is absolutely marvellous. And I'm not going to go into it too much, because I'll be honest with you, I don't know enough about it. But I do know now that we talk about cancer as we talk about having a cold. A few years ago, cancer was a sort of taboo word, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
So for now, obviously there's not a direct cure for cancer. I think they're getting close. And Target Radio is in association with, obviously, Mods and More. Brilliant Facebook group, by the way. Go and join it. You know you want to. We're going to be recording the whole evening as well. So, obviously, if you can't make it and you still want to make some donations at a later date, you're more than welcome. You can do that. We'll set up something as well. So, obviously, you can donate directly to, obviously, the charity. And that will be brilliant. But we're going to record it and, obviously, broadcast it live on the evening, Andy.
It is the 21st of April.
21st of April, and that's 2020, and at the Holroyd Arms, and it's the suburbs, isn't it?
It is.
Brilliant, lovely.
Hello.
There he is, Darron J Connett. We finally got him on the telephone. Hang on!
Yay!
Now, just before we do the lovely intro that we always do with all of our fabulous guests that we have here on Target Radio, I just want to make sure I'm going to get me pound from Andy. Are you sitting in the kitchen?
You just cut out then.
I'm saying, are you... Oh, there's my moment there as well. I want to know, Darron, are you sitting in the kitchen at the moment?
No.
Ah! You set this up. I tell you now, you two have set this up to get a pound out of me. I know that for a fact now. Right, okay, just typing your details in now, Darron.
Well, that explains the weird text I just got.
Ah, you just texted him, didn't you?
No, not from me.
Yeah,
No, someone else texted and said, "Are you in the kitchen?" I was like, "What the is he talking about?"
Oh, there we go. Right, that's bleep number one. Okay, I forgot to get the bleep machine out. Right, okay.
Are we on already? Are we on already?
Yes, we are.
Oh, I didn't know. I apologise.
No worries. Apology accepted. For all our lovely listeners out there, he said fudge. Okay.
I didn't think we was on yet.
No. Right, okay, let's have a quick look then at Darron J Connett. He's the head honcho at the singer-songwriter, and he's a boss of himself, Andy. Okay. He went to Holland Park School. Wow. All the way over there in Hollandland. Or it could have been London. One of the, yeah, I think
it's in Notting Hill, actually.
That's
in
correct.
London.
Yeah, that's it. Correct. Oh, he knows where he went to school. Brilliant. So he's educated. He went to school.
That's the first question I got right about school.
Hey, great stuff. And currently resides in the great town of London. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Brilliant. You're a singer-songwriter, got plenty of, songs out there, really. A couple of great albums as well. Is it 2 or 3 albums now, Darron?
I've got 2 solo albums.
2 solo albums.
And I'm working on the 3rd as we speak, really.
Fantastic. They smile in your face, and all the while they take your place. The backstabbers, no chance, you ain't got what it takes. Wow, that is a brilliant line. Now, before anything else, I just want to say thank you very much indeed for jumping on Target Radio today. It's absolutely marvellous that you spent a little time with us today. Brilliant stuff. Now, I'm going to hand you over to...
It's a pleasure to be here.
Brilliant. I'm going to hand you over to Andy now, because it's your show, Andy. I've got no idea. I'm just going to press some buttons now, okay? I'm turning myself off. That's it. I'm gone now.
Well, thank you very much for coming.
Thanks, Sean. Cheers, mate.
Thank you for coming along, Sean. How you doing?
Still want a pound.
Andy.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. You all right, mate?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good.
Okay, first question of the day. Let's tell us really about, in your own words, tell us about you.
In my own words?
Indeed.
Can't I borrow someone else's?
Well, you can have a go, but that don't sound as good.
Well, it's just me, actually. I don't really know what to say about myself without sounding a bit of an idiot. So, Yeah, I'm not quite sure.
Okay, well, let's go with this one.
What do you want me to say? I'm 6 foot tall. I weigh 12 stone. I've got brown hair. How about that?
Excellent. Good start.
That's my vital statistics.
Okay.
That's what I've got on. That's what I've got on my Tinder page or whatever it is.
Okay. What got you into music?
Well, music got me into music basically. I've always been. Well, I guess my mum had a great record collection, so we always had records on in my house. And, from everyone from ska to Motown to Scott Walker, Rod Stewart, and anyone in between, really. So, and she was also a massive Elvis Presley fan, which I love also. I guess I've just had music played around me all my life, really, and that's what got me into music.
Okay, who's your favourite artist?
Well, that's a hard one, but if I have to say one, it's got to be the Beatles, actually.
Fair play.
I just don't think they ever done a thing wrong, really. I mean, I'm sort of glad they only had a short lifespan, recording of about 8 years. I think if they went on, they could have probably got embarrassing, but because they didn't, they still remain the greatest band that ever lived.
That's exactly right. That's why they are a phenomenon, because they took it to a level, but didn't proceed that level. I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Because they was going to turn into Wings. No, I like Wings as well.
Well, one of them did. Now, I've just had a look at your photo, actually, here. It's Cookie here, by the way. And you're standing in between two phone boxes. Yeah, those rare things and red plasticky sort of things with plastic glass in them. Yeah, they're called telephone boxes.
Yeah, that was me hung over on Sunday morning.
Wow. But every picture I see of you, you just look so cool, even though you look very hungover. And you do actually look like, a little worse for wear there. You do photograph very, very well. What is your secret? Apart from alcohol.
Apps, I think. Filters, that's the one. Filters.
That's what we wanted to hear. Lovely. Photoshop, even on a Sunday morning. Great stuff.
I've never used a filter and I've never used an app. And I've certainly never used Photoshop.
Oh, there we go. We heard it here first, okay? Do we believe him? Yeah, we believe him. Now, obviously...
Well, it's the truth.
It's the truth. Now, singing and songwriting, does it come easy for you?
Sometimes, yes, very easy. And other times, not so.
Okay.
It depends on the song I'm writing. Some songs you could write in sort of 15, 20 minutes. Other songs, you might get the chorus or a verse for, or just a really great opening line.
Yeah.
Or a melody, but you haven't got the lyrics, or the lyrics and you haven't got the melody.
I was going to ask you, actually, what comes first for you when you're doing music? Is it more the music side or is it the lyrical side?
I don't really have a formula, if I'm honest. I mean, with some of my solo stuff, especially on the second album, we sort of split half and half. Phil Sorrell, the producer, he was sending me music and asking me if I wanted to write to him. So we've done a bit of half and half, really. So it depends.
Yeah.
As I said, there is no formula. But, sometimes a song line can keep me up all night. And other times they just flow out of me. So,
indeed, I mean, you do hear of musicians. They wake up at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, got their notepad and pen out, and start writing lyrics down. Really religiously, and writing a full song sometimes. At 3 or 4 a.m. in the morning. Has that ever happened to you?
Yep. Well, it used to, but now I've got my iPhone where I just sing the lyric into the phone. I can record it.
Excellent. And do you ever get this? Oi, what are you doing? It's 3 a.m. in the morning.
I do, but not for my lyric writing. Or
That's
my
all right.
singing.
There we go. There we go. You need to record that part and put it into one of your songs later on. There we go. That could be in your musical or instrumental break, as they call it in music.
Yeah, or I can just do it as the Love album.
There we go. Me and Andy will record something, won't we, Andy? And we'll pop that over to you, ready?
Yeah.
I look forward to
4
that.
a.m. in the morning. Oh dear. I'm going to hand you back to Andy, but I've got one more question for you for a minute, and then I'll hand you back to some more sensible questions from Andy. Now,
Okay.
Christmas just around the corner now. I know we've done the bonfire night, we've done Halloween, we've done all of those things. There's not much else now to look forward to apart from Crimbo and obviously New Year and everything. So traditionally in the Connett household, what happens on Christmas morning? Run us through quickly what you do in regards to your Christmas day.
Well, I'm a massive, massive Christmas fan.
I thought you was.
So our house gets decorated on the first Sunday of December.
Okay.
So I believe that's the 4th this year, because I've already checked.
He's on the ball, isn't he?
And we go to town, basically. We have about 4 Christmas trees.
No!
We have a London Christmas tree. We have a family Christmas tree. We have we have our main Christmas tree. We have one in the garden all lit up.
Oh my
and
goodness.
I think we have one in the hallway now. It's a bit like Santa's grotto.
Wow. And that's at Connett, at Connett Towers, is it?
That's at Castle Connett.
Castle. That one there. There we go. A couple of residential homes.
And my kids are all grown up, so they don't really care about it too much as long as they get the right presents.
That's it.
So we still go to town. And me and the missus, we love a bit of Christmas, but we have all the nieces and nephews around here, and they love it.
Oh,
and on my days off, if I'm not doing anything,
yeah.
There's nothing better than sitting on the sofa with a bag of sweets and watching a cheesy Christmas film.
Listen
I
to
love
you.
Oh, that is fantastic. And have
I
you ever...
even like them rubbish ones made in Canada.
Oh, no.
they do the trick as well.
Oh, my goodness me. So, you thought you knew Darren? Now you do. I can just imagine him in his pyjama bottoms.
I've always been quite vocal about how much I love Christmas.
Oh, that is brilliant. I did hear something about that. That's why I wanted to mention it, actually. Okay.
It's a time for love and hope.
Absolutely. Now, have you ever, talking about all of these lovely Christmas goodies that goes on yours, have you ever recorded a Christmas song? And if so, what was it?
I've never recorded a Christmas
Well,
song, but I've
now,
always toyed with the idea.
There's your challenge now. There's your challenge now. Now, did he or did he not say, Andy, a few minutes ago, that he could write a song in about 15 minutes?
Yeah, I did hear that.
Yes, I heard something on those lines. But it's the 11th of the 11th. Obviously, we're Remembrance Day today, and obviously that happened, 11 o'clock this morning.
Yes.
Now, moving forward from that, because obviously we don't want to dwell on those sort of things, but obviously we all wore our poppies with pride and done all of our bits and pieces. Now, moving forward, we have got now approximately 5-6 weeks before the big day, as they call it. Hey, I think that's more than enough time, don't you, Andy? I think so, to get a copy of Darron J Connett's Christmas sing-along.
No, I'm not Michael Bublé,
I was thinking more Des O'Connor, but there you go. I'm going backwards in time here. But I'm going to keep...
said, I look like a young Des.
Oh, he didn't say a word. But we're going to put that to the challenge now. You don't have to do it, obviously, but if you can, we will be absolutely in awe of you, Darren, if you could get a Christmassy song ready for the big day, and we will play it here, not only before Christmas, but all over the Christmas period here on Target Radio as well. That would be fantastic. We can get something. But obviously, don't break your back, and obviously, if you've got other things in the pipeline, then obviously we don't want you to have a overload on your workload, if you know what I mean.
Well, I am a little bit busy, yeah.
Well, I heard you got a few little things going on, but if you can slip a Christmassy one in there, that would be fantastic, wouldn't it, Andy?
It would be.
Well, the problem is there probably ain't been a decent Christmas song for maybe 30 years, I reckon.
Well,
I'm going out on a limb and saying 30 years.
Yeah.
And that was...
Yeah, what was that?
The last one I thought was decent.
Go on.
Was The Darkness, Christmas Time.
Yeah, it was all
Don't
right.
let the bells
Yeah,
ring.
was that Justin, whatever his name was?
Hawkins.
Yes, Justin Hawkins.
Well, it was done in the right vein. It was very tongue-in-cheek, and it just had the right measure of Christmas in it.
Yeah. I mean, I go back to Bing and Bowie. For me personally, that's my favourite Christmas song. You know, Little Drummer Boy, Bing and Bowie. Oh, fantastic!
Yeah, it's a great song. But
It's a brilliant song.
Well, when was that? Early 70s?
Yeah, I think it was sort of like mid-70s. I'm going to Google it while you're talking to Andy. But it was a great, great song by two really, really established people as far as I was concerned. I love Bing Crosby anyway. He had that real raspy, deep voice. And then obviously, that's the one. And then you had Bowie. I mean, obviously, Bowie touched something it turned to a liquid gold. Let's be honest.
Oh, yeah, you can't go wrong with Bowie, can you?
You've got to have a bit of Bowie. Definitely got to have a little bit of Bowie.
You've got to have a bit of Bowie. Absolutely love it.
Oh, yeah. So I'm just having a look now while we're talking, and where are we? There we go. I'm just looking right now. I'm going to hand you over to Andy for another question while I'm looking here. I'm just looking now. Where are we?
Are you just going through my Facebook profile?
No, not at all. No, not at all.
Stalking you, Darren.
It was recorded at Elstree Studios on the 11th of September. Worked that one out. And it was in
73.
No, a bit later, 77. I think that's
What
right,
was that?
actually. Yeah, because he was in a cardigan. Not Bowie, but Bing Crosby was in a Slazenger cardigan, which had to be blurred out on BBC. How about that for a bit of trivial? Right, anyway, over to you then.
You can go and get them down in a well-known low-rent sports shop now for about £3.
Yeah, I think they give you the £3 and you take one of their produce. But anyway, moving on. Over to you, Andy.
Stand next to the fire.
So, Darren, how are you doing? Here we go again.
You're right, Andy.
I'm good, mate. Now, Last of the Troubadours.
Yes.
Legendary, and you're getting back together. Why?
It all started with a T-shirt, to be honest.
And I'm still waiting for mine.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm only kidding.
cheeky
I'm
monkey.
You should have got in quick because they sold out very quick.
I know.
I'm afraid.
Yeah, but you wanted one for free, didn't you? Go on, carry on, sorry.
Well, you'll have to speak to the people that do them because they're nothing to do with me.
Oh, for goodness sake, you're barking up the wrong tree, Andy.
But yeah, it started with a T-shirt. Someone posted a T-shirt up, and I got a text off Joe, and he said, "Have you seen this?" and blah blah blah. And then Rob said it's about time we had a reunion, and within a day we'd all agreed to do it.
Excellent.
It's the original lineup though, with Rob Pine, who's obviously in the Rifles. Luke on drums, who's in the band called Fours, doing very well, getting Radio 1 airplay. And Tony's in Rascallions, and I'm doing my solo stuff, and Joel's doing solo stuff. So, yeah.
You're all doing well in your own right. But where was your last performance before agreeing to do this?
My last performance for the Last of the Troubadours was at the Watershed in Wimbledon. Which was sold out, I believe. And we was playing with Super Mink 70.
Excellent.
So I'm just
Which
doing
is
stuff
Paul
over here.
Osborne's band, which is a great label, great band. I don't know if they're still together, but they were a great band.
Okay.
I'm not sure who else was on the bill, to be honest.
And your details for this Friday?
Yeah, we're at the Water Rats this Friday. Sold out within about 3 weeks back in August. So yeah, it's a one-off reunion gig. Who's Gonna Love Us Now reunion gig, and yeah, can't wait.
No, we're looking forward to it. Nicky and I are coming down as well, so yeah, we're well looking forward to this one.
Are you actually not working then?
No, I'm not.
It keeps blowing me out, Darren. Obviously, the last couple of gigs I wanted to go to, and I said, "Are you coming? Are you going? Are you going?" He goes, "Radio's dead." He goes, "Radio's silent," and then I don't get hold of him. I have to go through his lovely wife, Nikki, and he says, "Oh, Andy's working. Andy's doing this. Andy's doing that." But no,
there's some
very
gigs
hard.
you just can't have excuses for.
No, indeed, absolutely. Right now,
It might not ever happen again.
Yeah, absolutely. So, right, okay, while we're pausing for that part of it, we always play a little game, Andy and I, and it's like a TV themes game, isn't it, Andy? Okay. Now, obviously, regular listeners to the show will know that we play a couple of theme tunes from well-known, or maybe not so well-known, TV themes. And all you need to do, because we've got some sophisticated buzzing system here, all you've got to do is shout out your name if you know the song or the theme for the for this feature, I suppose. So what I'm going to do first, then, I'm just going to make sure that you can hear what we're going to play. So this is called the A-Team. Now, obviously, we're not going to do this one. I'm just going to make sure you can hear it. There we go. Right, here we go. Right, Darren, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So,
In 1972,
so you can hear that, Andy? You can hear that, Andy? And Darren, you can hear that as well, yeah?
It's a bit muffled, but I can hear it.
Okay. Right, Andy, I'm going to turn Andy's mic off so he won't be able to get them all. Now, Andy is the champion. No one's beaten him yet. I'm hoping this will be the night that he loses. Here we go, then. Okay. So, TV theme number 1. I'm making them harder this week. Think puppet with a great big nose. And its initials...
Big nose?
Yeah, big puppet with a big nose. I think he had a wart on his nose as well. And it's 3 letters, and they are standing...
Fraggle Rock?
No, not Fraggle Rock. You're close.
No.
Go on, you want to say it? Go on, say it.
Sesame Street?
No, think of Garnet. Just say the first name.
Alf.
It is Alf. No, your name's not Alf.
It's Andy and it's Alf.
No, I'm not going to give you that. So you're disqualified because your name is not Alf. So, Darren, what is it?
Alf, I think.
It is Alf, you think? Oh, well done.
That's my son's name.
Oh, well, there you are. See, I knew that. I didn't know that, really.
Right, his name's Alfie.
There we go. Right, lovely. Right, number 2. Okay, Andy, you need this one to stay in, my friend. Okay. Darren could be taking your crown.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay, this is going to be a quick one, I know.
Andy.
Benny Hill.
No, Benny Hill is disqualified because your name is not Benny Hill. Your name is Darren. It'd be great if your name was Benny Hill. Okay, go on then, Andy.
It is
Benny Hill. 1 all.
Hold on, I said Benny Hill first.
I know, you've got to say your name first, though. That is the rules.
Did you say that?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did say that.
Does that mean we've through?
You're drawing at the moment, so the third and final one then. There we go. Ready?
Okay.
Okay, now you're going to love this one. Both of you. I think you'll both remember this. Ready?
Now the world don't move to the
Andy.
Darren.
Oh, hang on. I've got to take it to the
No, that was
adjudicator.
me.
I've got to go with the guest first.
Well, that was different.
No, I've got to go with the guest. Darren, what is it?
Different Strokes.
What are you talking about, Lewis?
Willis.
What are you talking about, Willis?
Yes, there we go. That launched the careers of that young guy. What was his name? For a bonus
Wait, stop. Don't say it.
He's
if
Googling.
Andy knows his name, I'll let him have it.
Go on. What's his name?
Oh, goodness.
What are you talking about, Willis?
It was lovely little man.
He unfortunately died. I can't remember his name now either.
He's Googling it.
I'm not Googling it.
I can't Google it.
Gary Coleman.
Gary Coleman. I got to tell you now, he's knocked you off. Darron J Connett has knocked you off the TV themes.
Yes.
Do you know, Darren? Do you know what that means?
That means you've got to come back every week.
That means you've got to come back and defend your title next week.
I don't know about next week, but I'll definitely come back to defend it.
Excellent. That's what we like to hear. He's in the kitchen next week, Andy. I don't know what it is. Every time I see a photo of you, you seem to be in the kitchen, but I've just noticed
because it's the coolest kitchen in London, probably.
It most certainly is.
or if not, the UK.
Oh, fantastic. Now, you're obviously a very keen book reader as well. We've seen some pictures of your book collection and everything.
I love a book.
What's your last book you read?
The last book I read was Bez, Freaky Dancer.
Wow. Tell us a little bit about it. Not too much, though.
Well, it's about Bez from the Happy Mondays, basically.
Now, I'm really surprised he can write a book. I'm surprised he can remember anything that happened.
I'll tell you what, it's a lot more articulate than Shaun Ryder's, put it that way.
Yes.
I've got a funny feeling he might have had a Ghost Rider.
Do you know, I'm thinking that myself as well.
Yeah. But it was very interesting.
Absolutely. I do like the Happy Mondays. They grated on me to start with, but actually sort of got around the sort of, you're twisting my man. They really were a good group, and they are now a good group again, because obviously they're reformed, they're out there, they're doing their stuff again, aren't they? Mm-hmm. So,
I love the Happy Mondays.
Yeah,
I love them.
Yeah, good group. And who was the last band? Is this one of yours, Andy?
Yeah, go on.
Okay, no, over to you, Andy. No, I've started it off. You carry on with it. Go on, Andy. I know you like to ask this one.
I was just going to say, who was the last band that you actually went to go and you saw live?
I saw Richard Hawley last week at the Roundhouse.
You did?
Right.
I know you did, because I couldn't get there.
Oh, brilliant. And
you missed a great gig.
Out of all these sorts of non signed bands, like the unsigned realm, who do you think is a very good singer, songwriter, performer in your view, Darren? Apart from obviously your good self out there.
What, unsigned?
Unsigned, or it could be signed as well, but not well known. Who are we going to look out for in 2020? Do you think?
Well, I love a lot of unsigned bands. I've got a lot of friends that are in bands, obviously, like the Aim and the Theme. There's probably too many to mention. I don't want to leave anyone out. But there's some great musicians out there. They blow me away. They really do.
Yeah.
And there's so much. I mean, I look and I go out and source new music all the time, and it's unbelievable the amount of great artists and bands out there that no one really knows about.
Yeah.
Or I mean, I go on their pages sometimes, and they've got like 50,000 like friends or likes or whatever, and I think, well, they must be known.
Do you know? I thought that, yeah.
If 50,000 people buy their records, then they're not doing so bad, are they?
Now that's the thing, on this sort of like Facebook and obviously other social media platforms and stuff like that, where obviously musicians, they will produce a lot of their own music now. They do a very good job as well, and they distribute it amongst all of these platforms. 99p download from iTunes, etc. You think they would make an awful lot of money, and everyone I speak to don't, because they do it because they love their music, not in it for the money.
No one makes money out of music now.
No
one.
No.
Except maybe Elton John.
Well,
someone like that.
Well, even he's retiring now. He's just wants to pocket a couple other million, so he's got a nice little nest egg.
Yeah, I'm
bless
sure
him.
Brian May done well over the last couple of years, but apart from that,
well, I actually think he doesn't, because he has no socks to his name, and his hair. Honestly, he's not even had a proper decent haircut in a few weeks. Well, last time I saw him, he looked terrible.
It's his signature, isn't it?
I know, I'm being silly. I'll tell you now, him and Anita Dobson, they look alike. In fact, I think they're all one of the same people.
They probably are.
You do know, I've never seen them together. I'm saying no more than that. No, I love them pair. I love Queen, actually. I do like Queen. One of my only things, I never went to see Queen live. I'd love to have seen Freddie Mercury play live. Have you seen Queen?
I haven't seen Queen, no.
I'd love to have seen it, though, because I heard they were so much better live.
Well, I'm sure they were, like, looking back now, but Queen, when I was sort of a teenager, were, like, considered very naff.
Yeah, they were very pop, weren't they? They were very commercially, yes, here's Queen in the charts again, with this, that and the other. Yeah, I totally understand what you're coming from, but,
well, they sort of seem like, they're like your mum and dad sort of band, do you know what I mean? Yep. I don't remember any kids or teenagers at school or anyone liking them. Or even mentioning them, to be honest.
Well, that's me then. Right, okay. I'm on my own here now. Okay, thank you very much.
But
the only time I can ever...
If you look now, they were obviously a brilliant band.
The only time I can ever...
I know the film left it as like Live Aid was their pinnacle.
Yes.
But to me, I only wanted to watch the Style Council on that day, really.
And now, obviously, I'm going to go really out on a limb here. When the Jam split up, yes, of course, we all had, I was crying, I don't want the Jam to split up. And then the Style
I
Council
couldn't
came
have
up.
given monkeys.
Do you know, now, I was the total opposite, and there might be an age thing here, I don't know. But I was so devastated, you know, and obviously, you know, now knowing what I know, I totally agree with it, you know, splitting up at the height of their, you know, season and everything else. You know, they were totally, utterly, you know, they didn't fall from the top, they quit at the top, which is so much better, I think. You know, they didn't dwindle to nothing. But the Style Council came up a little while later. Obviously, that was on the back burner from a very long time before the Jam even split up, as far as I'm concerned, my own opinion. All of my friends and myself was, Style Council, we don't want that. No, you split the Jam up just to do that rubbish. And we really just didn't give it a chance. And now, going back, the beauty of music, though, Darren, is that you can go back, you can listen to it, and you can really appreciate the hard work that went into the Style Council. And, you know, I absolutely love the Style Council on equal level, you know, an equal level now with them and the Jam, you know. Anything Paul Weller really touches is sort of liquid gold, really. But, personally, I didn't like him at the beginning. You know, I think that's probably why I listened to Queen.
I mean, the Jam for me, I mean, they split up when I was about 10, I think. So I was, I did like them. I did like what I saw on Top of the Pops and stuff.
Yeah.
But I couldn't say I was a massive fan at the time.
Yeah, of course.
But, yeah, I grew to appreciate them. But still, they're by far not my favourite period of Paul Weller's music.
Yes, everyone with music, that's the good thing about it. It splits people, it divides people, but ultimately, it's music.
Yeah, I mean, I love the Style Council because when they came out, I was sort of maturing a little bit, getting into sort of heading towards my teens, I guess. And then, but if I'm honest, I prefer his solo stuff.
Yeah, of course, yeah. A lot of people do go down that path as well. I like pretty much anything that Weller touched, you know, with the Jam.
Yeah, I mean, I've probably got everything he's ever put out. From the Jam, from the Jam to the present day, so...
Oh, excuse me there, I was just having a coughing fit. OK, back to you, Andy.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. It's like we're not even in the same studio, but we are, honestly.
Yeah, have you put Andy in the shed?
I'm sitting in a corner.
You are. You're sitting
sucking
in
my
the
thumb.
Yeah, well, he's got a big conical hat on.
So, Darren, this is you and I time now.
Okay.
Tell us about Friday.
Tell us about what, sorry?
Tell us about Friday. I'm so looking forward to it. Tell us all about it.
Well, it's just going to be all the non-hits, basically. It's just going to be. It's going to be basically. I mean, I've had a real good time with the fellas, like rehearsing and getting back together. It was like we never went away, and it's been really nice, and I've loved every minute of it. I'm not saying it's ever going to be. It's going to be our last gig ever, because I'm sure if you asked us all individually, we'd all love to do another one.
And you can never say.
At the
never.
moment, we're all busy, so it's probably not. If it is going to happen, it's probably not going to be to another year. Might even be a yearly event. Who knows? We have talked about recording some stuff. That's more probable than live stuff.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I mean, we've talked a little bit about maybe putting something out for Record Store Day, or recording an EP, something like that. Okay. I mean, I'd certainly like to. I mean, depends how busy we are. But yeah.
Okay, so are you purely you're purely singing your old tracks? Any surprises there?
There is a little segment of surprises, but I don't really want to tell you on the radio.
Okay.
But
okay.
Yeah, there is definitely. I'm not going to tell you what it is, though. That's all.
Okay.
No, keep it a secret, because obviously there's going to be people there that will come and expect things, and if they don't turn out quite right, then it's on Darren's head, you see, so you can keep them a secret, and if they don't surpass, then, you know, obviously no one knows anything about it, no one's none the wiser. Okay, now, obviously talking about a live gig on Friday, now you're doing a live gig in 2020 for the Suburbs at the Holroyd, which is Andy's vision for this brilliant charity event. Now, obviously, it's in memory of absent friends, isn't it, Andy?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And we're just going to give this a little plug, because obviously you're part of it, aren't you, Darren?
I am part of it.
And we're
I'm
looking
proud
up.
to be.
And I'm
really
honoured.
I
I'm
am.
so honoured that
Yeah.
you're taking part.
And we've got him out of the kitchen as well. And this is on Saturday the 25th of April, and that's next year, 2020. It's a brilliant live music venue. I've been there many times, Andy and I, and we've seen some really good bands and solo artists appear there. And they sound so great there as well. The harmonics there, the acoustics really work wonderful there. It's a smallish event area.
Lovely.
But it's long, and it's sort of, you know...
We won't say small, we'll say it's intimate.
Intimate.
Intimate, yeah.
And obviously you're going to be playing alongside two other bands that you know and love very well, which is obviously The Aim and The Theme.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
So we're going
And then the theme are actually supporting us on Friday.
They are indeed.
back to Friday again. See how it works there? That is fantastic. Hang on, what's Nikki said here? Oh yeah, all the proceeds are going for the Macmillan nurses. That's the cancer support nurses.
Lovely
And,
calls. Lovely calls.
oh, absolutely. Thank you very much indeed, Nikki. And we're doing a raffle on the night, Andy.
We are.
Well, you love your raffles, don't you?
I've got some fantastic prizes.
Do you know something? I could see you running your own tombola stall as well, honestly. Come on, roll up a 0 or a 5 and you win a prize. Just mention...
He don't do the meat raffle down the pub, does he?
I think he does, actually.
I might start.
Yeah, just be careful what meats you give away. Right, and we've got some fantastic photographers on the evening as well, haven't we? Which is Stephen K. Bartlett. Kay is brilliant. She's got such an eye.
She is brilliant.
She's got such an eye, honestly. She makes some really good pictures. I mean, obviously, I'm just a novice when it comes to my big lens. She knows exactly where she's sticking hers. Honestly, she'll get them right in your face, and I'll tell you what, they are brilliant pictures as well. So, if you haven't booked your tickets yet, please check the links on Mods and More and Target Radio Live page for all presenters and listeners. You can purchase your tickets from the website, which is www.ctickets.com/the suburbs at the Holroyd, and all the bits and pieces are there. Remind me, Andy, how much is it?
How much is it?
The ticket to get down there.
The ticket is actually £19.80p. I know.
What a great year!
Oh, what a bargain!
It is a bargain, and every penny is actually going to the Macmillan Cancer Support. So
yeah, that's brilliant.
It's worth it.
That's brilliant. Yeah. Well, there we go. I can't find a round of applause jingle at the moment, so I had to create my own. Now, what have you got planned for that one, Darren, if you don't mind me asking? You've got some great songs lined up for that one?
Oh, I only do great songs, so definitely.
Good
Great answer. Back to you, Andy.
You got me there.
That's a secret as well. It's a secret. I can't possibly say.
He doesn't know.
No, that's fine. He hasn't got his set list yet. That's not an issue there. So, Darren, we the last time we actually saw you play was at the 100 Club. What did that feel like playing there?
Well, I've been lucky to. I think that was my 9th time I've played it. So it's always an honour to play there because of all the greats that have played there, and it's always been very kind to me, that venue. I've sold out in my own right there as a solo artist. I've played there with every band I've ever been in, Connett and the Last of the Troubadours, obviously. So yeah, it's a venue very dear to my heart.
Excellent.
And plus I've seen some great bands there as well, and I've never had a bad night there, to be honest.
No, we've been there a few times, and we've always had a great evening there. And to be honest, you did top the evening when we were there. You did top it.
Oh,
thank you very much.
He says all the nicest things. He's after that pound.
No, he's not the first.
That's what we want to hear. Now, when you was at the 100 Club, did you scribble on the wall in the dressing room?
I've scribbled on that wall probably about, well, certainly 10 times, but I've been lucky enough to be invited back when there's other bands been playing, and I've also done it then. So,
you naughty boy!
They're not getting rid of my graffiti.
No, I tell you what, there's some fantastic ones there. The Clash, the Jam, Boomtown Rats. To name just a few there. Brilliant stuff, you know. They are brilliant. Have you seen it, Andy?
I haven't.
He's never been in there. You've never been in the locker room, have you?
Well, it's changed now. It's changed. It's more like a little room. It used to be literally like It used to be like a sort of a changing room. It had like like the things you had at school, like the sort of wooden benches either side.
That's right, yeah.
It used to be like that, and if you had more than 3 people in there, it was a tight squeeze.
Yes.
But now it's actually like a little bit of a hospitality room with it's got its own toilet, thankfully, and it's got a fridge. Yeah, it's much better. It's much better.
Yeah, I think they call it the green room, even though it's not green, and it's... Well, there we go. Brilliant.
No, it's just backstage.
Absolutely. But all the graffiti's still up there, which is fantastic. They'll never get rid of that. They can't get rid of that. They can never whitewash it because it's too much history there. Sex Pistols are on there. Everyone's on there. Yeah. Anyone that's anyone. The Rats, the Slits, the lot.
No, they're not there anymore.
Are they not?
No, because what happened is that, as I said, they changed it. They changed the room. They literally... They extended it. I don't know if they took that wall down because of the people that have signed it. I'm not sure about that. But as it stands at the moment, it's all say 2010, all post 2010.
Oh, they must have kept it. They must have kept it somewhere. They've got to have it because it was iconic.
I would imagine they did, but I mean, I wouldn't know how to do it. But if they can do it with a Banksy painting, they can do it anywhere.
Well, of course they can. If anyone knows, please let us know. You can email it or you can get through to us on Target Radio live page for presenters and listeners. If you know the answer to that, it will be really interesting, actually, because you've never seen it, Andy, and the last time I was there was a few years ago now. I saw all of those, and I think I took some pictures. I'll have to see if I can dig those out, actually. And it was brilliant, actually brilliant. Just think about all these famous people. Weren't that famous at the time when they scribbled their names on these walls and that. And look at him now, 30, 40 years later. Wow. And
yeah, I mean, but the thing with the 100 Club...
Yeah.
Well, the thing with the 100 Club, even though there's a lot of unsigned bands come through it, like historically, like The Jam and Sex Pistols and people like that.
Yeah.
But there's also big bands that play it now.
Yeah, of course,
like even... I've seen the Kings of Leon there. I've seen Paul Weller there not that long ago, only a couple of years ago. And I played it on the Sunday, and Paul McCartney played it on the Saturday.
Well, there you are.
So,
wow. Yeah.
I mean, if Paul McCartney goes and plays it, it's...
Well, it must be all right, you know what I mean? Must be okay, not bad little dig
I
there.
think Noel Gallagher's actually on record to say that it's his favourite London venue.
Wow. And it's a lovely venue, you wouldn't think it was there.
But it's iconic.
Yeah,
it's iconic.
It is iconic, yeah. It's got so much history behind it.
And we have to keep it. We have to keep it there.
Yeah, they've got rid of the wall. That's it. How dare they?
I've actually done, in the past, it was on the balance whether it was going to stay open. So I did do a few keep the 100 Club open gigs. At the Half Moon Putney, weirdly enough.
Yeah,
we didn't even do them at the venue, but there you go.
Indeed. Right, I'm going to hand you back to Andy. I think you've got one more question?
One more question.
Okay.
Darren...
Gary Coleman.
Good man.
What are you talking about, Willis?
So if you're going to gig next year, who would you like to gig with?
In what sense? Supporting or...?
Your choice.
Well, I mean, I'd like to gig with anyone that's successful. But obviously, like... I'm
just making a phone call now.
I've got so many musical heroes, and it's hard. I mean, I know people want me to say the obvious, and it would be lovely to go out and tour with Paul Weller, but I think that ship sailed.
No, he's busy. He's just told me he's washing his hair that night.
Yeah. I mean, I was on his radar for a while. I mean, he did invite me down his studio and gave me it for free to record, and he had very nice complimentary things to say about my music, but beyond that, But
never say never, Darren. Never say never.
I never say never, but I mean, he's not really into the sort of stuff that he used to be into now. He's sort of getting a bit old now, isn't he? So.
Well, I think the word is maturing.
He's maturing.
Yes, the word. That's the word.
I think he's very safe at the moment, not with his own music, but the people that he seems to be involved with, which is cool. I mean,
yeah, of
that's
course.
what he wants to do.
Absolutely.
But
Hang on,
yeah,
I just had a reply back from Roger Daltrey. He said he's out with Townsend that night having a curry. So unfortunately,
that's
he's
a
out
shame because us Bush boys should have got together.
there. Absolutely. That's why I mentioned those two as well. But anyone that's successful, or indeed someone that may not be successful, and you could sort of take him under your own wing, really, I suppose, as well.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind going on the road with Liam Gallagher. I'm sure that'd be fun.
Oh, I think
I'm sure that would be.
I think you might butt heads a few times there.
Yeah, well, we'd probably not come home for days.
You probably wouldn't be allowed. Now, before we let you go, Darren, we would just like to ask you now, where can we purchase your fine written and singing material, i.e. your CDs and discs and vinyl? Do you do vinyl as well? Are you a vinyl man?
I do vinyl. Unfortunately, my last vinyl campaign, I've done it through Indiegogo.
Yeah.
And I'm going to mention them because they let me down terribly. I done the crowdfunding for the vinyl for Advantages of Living.
Yeah.
And it's gone a bit pear-shaped, unfortunately.
Okay.
They won't get back to me. They won't verify me, so it's all a bit weird.
Oh.
But but it's not to say that it won't come out, maybe on a limited edition. But you can still get, which I'm going to announce soon actually, because I've just received a limited amount of Loyalty Lies. So, yeah. So come after the Last of the Troubadours gig.
Yep.
I'll be announcing more solo stuff then. Ooh. So, and you'll be able to get it from me at djcmusic@hotmail.com via PayPal.
Excellent. And will you have merch available on Friday night?
Yes.
Excellent. Can I ask
We've got,
go on.
There'll be T-shirts and CDs.
You want a T-shirt, don't you? You want a T-shirt.
Because we never released anything on vinyl with The Last of the Troubadours, unfortunately. Uh-huh. But it's not to say we won't, because, as I said, we've been thinking about doing something for Record Store Day.
Oh, fantastic.
So, obviously, to get vinyl printed up is not like... it takes about 12 weeks, believe it or not.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's all about timing, but we'll definitely do something, and we'd love to put it out on vinyl.
Brilliant. Lovely. And obviously don't forget our Christmas challenge as well. If you're up for it, if you can do it, we would really appreciate a Christmas tune from you. If you can do it, don't worry if you can't. Obviously no one's going to hold you responsible if you can't do it. It's just one of these silly little things that we do this time of year. We just ask our artists if we can do record anything, sort of, even a jingle for Target Radio. That would be fantastic. That wouldn't take too long.
Well, do you know what?
Go on.
This is something that not a lot of people know. I used to write little jingles, ditties for my kids growing up. To do with everything, whether it's their birthday or whether it's them being naughty or whether it's them wanting sweets. I just used to burst into song, and some of them songs sort of caught on with my boys, and they're now following on with my nieces. They sing the songs, and we have got a Connett Christmas one.
Excellent.
Which I'm not going to sing it, but we all sing it leading up to Christmas and Christmas Day. Normally when we're on our way home from the in-laws on Christmas Day, we all walk along singing it.
There we go, we got back to Christmas. I can just imagine them. That is fantastic, Darren. That is brilliant. And do you dress up in festive jumpers and things like that on Christmas Day?
No.
No, I'm not. No. I have to draw a line somewhere. My
wife does. And I'm going to be completely honest with you, I do not. I had a sweatshirt last year. I had it on for about 10 minutes. I was roasting in it. I said, I've got to take it off, hun. You know what I mean? I had to take it off. And this year, she's already purchased a T-shirt, a Christmas T-shirt. So I can't wear it. I can't. Oh, hang on. She's listening. I'm going to hurt her feelings.
So, I have to say, I've never worn a Christmas jumper or anything like that.
No, me neither. Okay,
I might have the old paper crown on.
Oh, you have a paper. You got to have one of those and put a cracker and you have that little fish thing as well on your hand. Mine's always says fickle.
I love a cracker.
Oh, you got to have a cracker in you. I'm looking forward to Christmas this year now. I'm getting into the Christmassy spirit, even though, we're about 6-7 weeks away yet.
Yeah, I mean, you know, there's... Am I allowed to say channels or anything like that?
Yeah, of course you can.
There's Channel 5 at the moment. They're playing Christmas films about 3 a day right now, which is ridiculous.
He's recording them all.
No. They repeat them right up to Christmas.
Oh, fantastic.
It's ridiculous. I mean, as much as I love Christmas,
Yeah.
If you're in November, it ain't Christmas.
Well, do you know, if you've got Sky or Virgin, they are 24 hours a day, Christmas film channels.
Yeah.
What's that all about?
Yeah, they got the Christmas channel, yeah.
That's just ridiculous. And I've never heard of any of them. The only one
As soon
I
as
like...
it's December the 1st, it's
Yep.
game on.
Oh, yeah. The only one I really like is The Miracle on 42nd Street, was it? With the new remake one, with that little girl
Richard
Matilda and Richard Attenborough, Dickie Attenborough.
Yep.
And what a fantastic film. I love that one. And the other one
That's
is
a great film.
Chevy Chase's Christmas Vacation, where he puts all the lights up and... it's such a brilliant...
That's brilliant. There's so many good ones.
There is
I love
some
It's
really good ones.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Now, my wife is it's her favourite one, and she
I
got the
love
colour
It's a
version. She
Wonderful
hated it. She actually hated the colour version, and she went back to the
you
black
don't
and
want
white
the
one.
colour version.
Nah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, black and white
I
one.
like A Christmas Carol. Any version would do me.
Brilliant.
Preferably the Albert Finney one, but my missus hates musicals, so I have to watch that on my own.
Hang on, she hates musicals, but she married a musician. How's that work?
Yeah, but I don't burst into like Andrew Lloyd Webber cats every 5 minutes.
I bet he does.
I'm not that sort of musician.
I bet he does.
I'm not Alfie Bow, you know.
I bet he does. Right, we've got
Only
one.
in the shower.
Only in the shower. He's always in the shower, though, or the kitchen. Right, okay, and on that very last note...
Hold on, have you got a camcorder in my house somewhere?
No, definitely not. It's not Candy Camera. Sorry, we don't do that. Okay. Andy?
Yes.
Do you do things like that? No, are you sure? He's crying over there. Totally gone. Right, the last thing we do, Andy knows what I'm about to do now as well. For those who are regular listeners, obviously we play a track on the way out of your interview for you today now. And we've chosen Rome Will Fall on the above-mentioned album called Loyalty Lies. So get that if you can. A brilliant album. I love this album as well. Obviously, you're all over this one, Darren, and I'd like you now in your best DJ voice. Or you can just be yourself, Darren, which is whatever is easier for you, okay?
Preferably,
I'd like you
I'll be myself.
Be yourself. I'd like you to introduce Rome Will Fall on Target Radio and just wish all of our lovely listeners a Merry Christmas, even though we're about 6 weeks out. So over to you, my friend.
Okay, this is Rome Will Fall by myself, Darron J Connett, and I know it's 7 weeks away. Have a lovely Christmas.
Oh,
thanks to Target Radio.
Oh, there he is. There he is. Thanks ever so much indeed, Darren. And you have a lovely Christmas.
Cheers,
as I spoke to
Andy.
you before.
Cheers, Sean.
Thank you, Darren, and we'll see you on Friday, fella.
Yeah, it'd be great, mate.
Take care. Have a good one.
And anytime you want me on for the match off, for the rematch.
Oh, don't worry about that.
Yeah, a couple of weeks' time, I reckon we'll get him back.
We will.
We'll just do that as a little interlude, and we'll get him in just to do that.
We'll have you back to talk about what happened on Friday. How about that?
That sounds good.
All right. Yep, we can do that, definitely.
Excuse
you. We can do
Look
that.
forward to it.
For now, then, thank you very much indeed, Darron J Connett.
Cheers,
everyone.
Sean. Cheers, Andy.
Take care.
Thank you very much. Cheers, guys.
There he is. And he's gone. There we are. That was Darron J Connett and our special guest today, Andy, on our show. And wow. I'll tell you what a really fascinating guy, full of information and, just a really good singer-songwriter, isn't he?
Absolutely.
Yeah, nice fella as well.
A very nice man.
And a really good TV buff as well. So he's took your crown. But he has replied back and said he will definitely come on in a few weeks' time to defend his crown.
To try.
Yeah, you've got to try. You've got to beef up now, mate. Honestly, you really have. So we're going to get Darron J Connett back on just before Crimbo, I think, and see how his Christmas plans are going, and to see if he can get a jingle to us or a little a song, whatever we can try and get him to do as well. But now try it.
Yeah, I can see that very well.
Okay. Andy, you don't smile with your teeth. The last one from us. Thanks very much indeed to... actually, I'm going to start that again because you put me right off now. Okay. All right, it's 9 o'clock now. We should be going, but... Oh, no. I just want to say thank you very much indeed to Darron J Connett, our special guest this evening here on Target Radio. Thank you very much indeed. You put me right off now. You remind me of Lord Charles. Okay, I want you to keep that face, and I want you to say, thank you, Andy.
Thank you, Andy.